Hey there, viewers! At some point, each of us has had one too many helpings at dinner time. No matter what the reason, overeating can lead to discomfort and the intake of too many calories too fast. Not just that, it can also lead to a variety of physical and emotional consequences. Whether you're giving into cravings or you're too tired to care, knowing you're overeating doesn't always mean you know how to stop. In today's video, we'll tell you about the best ways to stop overeating. From knowing your triggers, being mindful about alcohol, removing temptations, reducing stress to sleeping well and more. Watch till the end to learn about all of them. Number 1. Eat bigger but fewer meals. Consistently eating smaller meals or snacking will make you feel satisfied for a few minutes, but you'll never reach a state of fullness. By eating every 2 hours, for example, you're training your body to be hungry every 2 hours. Your body and hunger hormones adapt to your eating patterns. That's why it's often difficult to change your eating schedule, but once your body gets used to it, you'll be okay. Do you prefer eating smaller, frequent meals or fewer, bigger ones? Tell us quickly down below in the comment section. Number 2. Drink water before each meal. A great way to stop overeating is to drink water before each meal. Drinking water will make the stomach stretch and send signals of fullness. A study found that dieters who drank water before their meals lost 44% more weight than those who didn't. Number 3. Select satisfying foods. Choose foods that will make you feel full faster and for a longer time. Foods with higher fiber, protein, and water are more likely to be satisfying and have fewer calories. They're also high in volume and take longer for you to digest. Try eating raw fruits and colorful vegetables with meals or for snacks. They contain fiber to help give you a feeling of fullness and have a satisfying crunch. Fruits and vegetables are a naturally low-calorie, low-fat option full of healthy nutrients. Number 4. Practice mindful eating. It seems that mindfulness is not just for yogis and meditation enthusiasts. Mindfulness is a skill that anyone can learn. You can even teach your kids this skill. Mindful eating involves focusing on what you're eating and avoiding distractions. Slower-paced eating is associated with increased fullness, decreased hunger, and can be a useful tool to control overeating. Most of us just eat with no thought about it. Adopting mindful eating will not only help you avoid overeating, it'll also help you reduce your stress levels as you practice mindfulness. Have I caught your interest? Well, then hit that subscribe button to watch more videos. Join our millions of followers for more amazing Bestie content. Number 5. Know your triggers. There are likely certain foods that trigger you to overeat more than others. For instance, you may have a sweet tooth, and once you have that one sweet treat, you can't help but eat more. If you recognize which foods trigger you to overindulge or emotionally overeat, you can then work to minimize these foods in your diet. But try to avoid demonizing these foods, which can cause more issues. Try keeping a food diary of what you eat along with tracking your behavior and feelings in the moments before you eat. This will make clear the difference between emotional eating and hunger. Are you bored? Is your job highly stressful? When you realize what drives you to the fridge, you have the chance to change the way you react. Number 6. Keep your portions in check. Accidentally eating the whole tub of ice cream instead of one serving can happen. We've all been there. Try to keep your portions in check. You can still enjoy it, but in moderation. If you're eating out, split an entree with one of your friends, or you can request for half of your meal to be wrapped up in a takeaway box before it's brought to the table. Number 7. Plan your splurges. When you're anticipating a fun weekend, get into the habit of planning for just a few treats that you really, really want. These can be anything like stuffed French toast for brunch or an ice cream cone at the park. It's usually okay to fit a more indulgent meal or dessert into the weekend. Planning your splurges can help you avoid a calorie catastrophe, and you'll enjoy your treats even more when you have them to look forward to. Number 8. Be mindful about alcohol. Not only can the calories from wine, beer, or cocktails add up fast, but booze lowers your inhibitions and makes you way more likely to overeat. That doesn't mean you need to steer clear of alcohol altogether, though. What's important is having a plan. Limit yourself to 2 drinks at any given event and have a glass of water after each one. Number 9. Make your favorites healthier. If you tend to dig into the same not-so-healthy foods every weekend, why not try new ways to make them better for you? For example, try concocting your Saturday morning pancakes with oat or whole wheat flour and topping them with fruit instead of syrup. Or try splitting the nachos with your friend come dinner time instead of ordering a plate just for yourself. These kinds of changes might motivate you to keep making smarter choices throughout the day. This will add up to a healthier weekend overall. Number 10. Avoid eating from the container. Eating straight from the container is a slippery slope that may cause you to eat more than you anticipated. This is true especially if you tend to do this while standing at the kitchen counter. Pour chips or popcorn into a bowl and then leave the kitchen. This is also a great way to control your portion size, preventing a potential stomachache. Also, your eyes tend to be bigger than your stomach. Do your best to follow guidelines on the food labels when estimating the portion size. It may appear smaller than you'd like, but know that our eyes are used to overestimating the amount of food we actually need to sustain us. Number 11. Remove temptations. One way to reach your eating goal is by setting your pantry up for success. It's hard to avoid oversnacking or binging during the late-night movie when you have junk food in your kitchen. These shouldn't be viewed as forbidden items, but rather have them out of sight and come back to them when you really want to treat yourself, mindfully. Visiting the grocery store when you're hungry or undernourished can also be tough, so try shopping after a nutritious meal. When you're feeling strong and satisfied, you can avoid stocking up on empty-calorie foods that you'd be drawn to when you were hungry. Instead, choose foods that taste great and make you feel great. Number 12. Give volumetrics a try. Volumetrics is a way to eat that focuses on filling up on low-calorie, high-fiber foods like non-starchy vegetables. Eating foods that are low in calories and high in fiber and water before meals can help you feel full, which might decrease overeating. Examples of volumetrics-friendly foods include grapefruit, salad greens, broccoli, beans, tomatoes, and low-sodium broth. Eating a large salad or bowl of low-sodium, broth-based soup before lunch and dinner may be an effective way to prevent overeating. Number 13. Sleep well. If you've noticed yourself eating all the not that healthy comfort foods the day after a restless night's sleep, you're not alone. There's a scientific reason for it. Tired brains have a harder time saying no to overeating and are more likely to head towards convenience foods instead of a healthy snack. When you get a full night of restorative sleep, your brain and body are much more equipped to make wise choices about what and when you eat. In today's times, getting a good night's sleep can be easier said than done. Learn how to sleep better at night by watching 10 Life Hacks to Get a Good Night's Sleep. Now back to super effective ways to stop overeating that work. Number 14. Reduce stress. Stress can lead to overeating, so it's important to find ways to reduce stress in your daily life. Chronic stress drives up levels of cortisol, a hormone that increases appetite. Studies have shown that being stressed can lead to overeating, increased hunger, binge eating, and weight gain. Number 15. Start your morning right. The old adage, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, has lasted the test of time for a reason. Skipping breakfast will eventually lead you to be hungry later in the day, and that hunger can lead to overeating. On top of that, breakfast can jumpstart your metabolism to help you burn calories throughout the day. Number 16. Dine with friends who have good eating habits. If your friends eat until they feel stuffed, chances are you will too. That's according to a study which found that people tend to have portions of a similar size to the people they're dining with. If you have friends who always go large, tell them you'll meet them after the meal and instead dine with people who eat healthier foods in sensible portions. Number 17. Only eat at the dining table. Practice eating at an actual table, as it will help you prevent mindless eating between meals. How many times have you looked down at your plate, been aware of what you're eating, and enjoyed your mealtime? Having one good, hearty meal instead of many small, unhealthy ones will help you in the long run. While these tips and tricks can help control overeating, healthy food tastes good and makes you feel good. Learn more about such foods by watching 11 healthy foods men should eat every day, or 14 healthy foods women should eat every day. So go ahead and watch one or both the videos if you want to learn more about healthy food. What's your favorite meal? Let us know in the comment section below.